I want to know why you continue to push the narrative of Barack Obama has done nothing for black people.
Because he did nothing for black people.
So that's how y'all feel. I understand that. And people have even said that to me. Which is, are you going to vote for her just because she black? Yes. In fact, let me put something.
And that's a very big problem.
He just spoke about having a loyalty to black women.
That's a very big problem. I'm loyal to black power. I'm not loyal to black faces.
You said it out your
mouth.
You
don't give me no black bourgeoisie. Negro. I'm loyal to. I want black power.
You said you wouldn't
Oh, where'd he go? Wait a minute.
Katie, say what you gonna say.
Yeah, where you?
He's not here. That's why I came.
He left. Oh man,
he just left right when I came on.
Wait a minute. So I gotta write him and say, so you leave if we don't let you talk over us? Yes. All right. Now we only have like 10 minutes for all these people to get a question in. So we got
my bad, Mike. I'm gonna make them quick.
Message a little shorter, yeah, but that was so good though. It was so thorough though, bro. It's hard if you can make it that thorough in a shorter period of time. Gee. Okay. Next, let me see what Frayway, comedian out of Chicago.
All right, Dr. Umar Johnson. I'm Jeremiah Frazier. They call me Frayway, comedian out of Chicago. But instead of some comedic things, I have a question to ask you, man. I've been following you. I'm a big fan, but I do have some disagreements with you. I want to know, and I'll give you this, and then I'll give you the question. Barack Obama, he was our first African-American president. He lifted America out of the global financial crisis we had in 2027, 2028, one of the worst. We faced the greatest recession at that time. He signed the American Recovery Act and Reinvestment Act. He cracked down on whipping rogue and Wall Street and bankers by eliminating executive pay, rewarded and rewards for reckless execs. He even funded the Federal Reserve with tools to go after banks and institutions. He also, the unemployment and poverty fell 5%, which is down from 9 to 13% average in America, had it been since he's been there. He implemented healthcare reform where 32 million Americans had coverage under Obamacare. He won the Nobel Peace Prize while he was in office. If you have heard of the Health and Hunger Act, as well as the Free Kids Act that was administered by Lady Obama, First Lady Michelle Obama, the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay that bridged men and women to have fair pay and benefits. He expanded funding for HBCUs, awarded $1.2 billion settlements to black farmers. I'm gonna say that again, awarded $1.2 billion settlements to black farmers who had been denied loans and assistance by the Agriculture Department for decades. He signed what we know as our culture, the bill, which is actually the Fair Sentencing Act, that narrowed the disparity of punished African Americans who had unfair jail sentences as to white counterparts. He also created the Civil Rights Division of the Justice Department that he touted Eric Holder to lead. I want to know why you continue to push the narrative of Barack Obama has done nothing for black people.
Because he did nothing for black people. Everything you just named was stuff he did for white people. And the money you claim he gave the farmers, they did not get it. They're just now getting around to getting their money after fighting with Joe Biden. What is good for white folks doesn't necessarily matter to black folks. You have to target us specifically. The five-headed monster in black America is miseducation, mass incarceration, policing, gentrification, and access to wealth. Obama didn't target not one of those things. Not one of them.
Okay, I just named all those things he targeted.
No, you did not.
And I want to.
No, you did not. No, you did not. No, you did not. You gave me a whole bunch of useless white that ain't got nothing to do with black people. No, you didn't, Negro.
That had everything to do with black people.
Consciousness. You better come harder than that.
It had everything to do with black people.
What did he do for us? What did he do for us? He took our civil rights and gave them to the rainbow. He took our civil rights that our ancestors died for and gave it to the rainbow community. That's what he did. Every time he opened up his mouth, he talking about, what about blacks? He did nothing for black people. Half the black men in the major cities, Detroit, Chicago, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, they were unemployed. 50% were unemployed before Barack Obama became president, and 50% of the black men in most major cities are still unemployed 16 years after Barack Obama.
That's not
Don't
true.
talk to me about no 5%.
That's not true.
Dropping. It's very true.
That's
it's
not
very
true.
Get the Urban League. Get the Urban League report on Black America.
Dr. Umar.
Get the Urban League report on Black America. Obama did nothing for black people.
I hear your passion, and it's great. And you talked about emotion on the last show and not being emotional. So
you gave me all white stuff. Give me some black stuff.
Let me ask you to
and the HBCUs did not get that much money. Stop lying.
Let me ask you to consider this. Let me ask you to consider this. Barack Obama being the first black president. If you know anything about being something first, you understand that you have to lay a foundation before you pile things on, right? So, if nothing else, because you dismissed all of the facts, he gave
those were white facts. You gave me nothing for black people.
He gave hope.
You gave me nothing for black people.
I did.
He laid the foundation his first term. He laid the foundation his first term. What did he do his second term?
Okay, now
what did he do his second term? What did he do his second
civil
term?
rights division.
I tell you what he did his second term. You know what he did his second term? He wrote a letter to all 50 state departments of education a couple months before the end of his second term as president, telling them that if they didn't let boys go into the girls' bathroom, and if they didn't let girls go into the boys' bathroom, they would lose their federal funding. Why in the hell would a black man fuse our kids in public school like that? Okay. He is the father. Barack Obama is the father of public school fusion.
Okay, all right. So that's far as we going on that question. Okay, so we got we only got like 4 minutes left in the damn show, and we got 8 more people to talk.
Well, we can go a little over, Baba Mike. We can go over.
Audience, I'm really sorry. We're only gonna push 15 more minutes, but after this, every show is 1 hour, man. But I didn't know how much stuff this dude got.
You know you gotta do 2 hours when it's me, though, Baba. You know you gotta do 2 hours when it's me.
Okay, all right. Go ahead, Rosa.
And this is an example of what people used to do. You trying to steal my time. But anyway.
Claim your time, sister.
Dr. Umar, let me tell you, first of all, if I had my eyes closed, I would have thought I was talking to Mukasa in Atlanta, Georgia, because when my brother went to Morehouse, he was preaching the word just like you. And we appreciate that because information is power. And my question today is, well, another thing, thank God for your parents. That's a blessing.
Thank God for your parents.
That was a blessing. And I want to ask you, how do you get the message out to some of the entertainers, because I do a lot of entertainment things, to stop demoralizing and just dehumanizing other people of color, like we had this week about our first vice president of the United States. And it makes me choke up because what she said made no sense, because I don't understand why anybody who all people with respect call us queens would sit up and say, well, I heard she wasn't black. What do you do when you're talking to people and you encourage them? Number one, loyalty, because the thing you said about loyalty, I feel it right here because I get hit all the time. So I understand. So please tell me, what do you tell the younger kids who are like 18 and the entertainers who have gone astray? What do you tell them about voicing things like that that are so negative, and they put it out, and because they have a lot of followers, the followers then believe it?
Well, I have to be honest with you there, Queen Mother. I've done my own research on Miss Kamala Harris, and I am not a fan. I'm just going to be honest. And for me, we have to be clear about something. The reason so many are focused on her racial ancestry is because she has offered black people nothing else except her racial ancestry as a reason to vote for her. She's basically using the Barack Obama strategy of 16 years ago. That worked for Barack Obama, but it's not going to work for Kamala Harris because it's not the people who voted for Barack Obama who she has to sell that vote to. She has to sell it to the children of the people who voted for Barack Obama. And so simply saying vote for me because I'm black, that's no longer enough. And I agree with that. It wasn't enough for me when Barack Obama ran. I didn't agree with it. And I knew black America was going to be worse off after Obama than they were before Obama. And the same thing is going to carry with Kamala Harris. You know, in my research, it appears that she may have a black grandparent. It looks like the father's mother may have been black, but someone showed me a much clearer picture of her paternal grandmother, and she appears to be a dark-skinned East Indian. So I am not convinced that Kamala Harris is of African ancestry, not directly. Jamaican is a nationality. Jamaica is not a race. You have white Jamaicans, you have Chinese Jamaicans, you have East Indian Jamaicans. So I need to see proof that she's black. But I'm going to be honest with you. Even if she is a quadroon is someone with one black grandparent. An octoroon is someone with one black great-grandparent. Even if she is a quadroon or an octoroon, she's not getting Dr. Umar's vote until she speaks to the issues that are relevant to black people. We learned from Barack Obama what happens when you vote for people just because they black. Kamala Harris needs to speak to us about what she's going to do for us. Not Israel, not immigrants, not women, but us. And she has yet to do that.
Okay.
Wait, Michael, this is very important. This is very important. The other part of this question is, then if you have two candidates that are running, how do you instruct or advise people? Because you want the best of the two. And to me, she is the best of the two, period.
And I respect that opinion. But to me, there is no such thing as a lesser of the two evils. Whether you wear a red suit or a blue suit, and whether you vote for the blue wing or the red wing, there are two wings on the same corrupt chicken wing. I'm not voting for either one of them. You will either address the issues of black people or you do not get my vote. We have to stop feeling like we are obligated to vote for people who do not represent our interests. I refuse to participate in the voting of my people.
And I respect your opinion, but wait, Michael, I want everybody who's listening to this show, please vote. Like he said, you can go red, you can go blue, but please.
Or you can vote for yourself. Vote for Ida B. Wells. Vote for Sojourner Truth. Vote for Madam C.J. Walker. Vote for Kwame Nkrumah. Vote for Huey P. Newton. Vote for Medgar Evers. Don't you vote for no slave master or no slave master's gatekeeper.
Vote for Kamala Harris.
With that said, oh yeah, I'm definitely voting for Kamala. And here's the thing: I don't have to argue with people.
AKA,
we all take our position, and you take yours, I take mine. I don't make yours wrong, and mine being right don't make yours wrong. I just have my own opinion. People say you
and what do you expect her to do for black folks?
Wait, King, respect, King. 1 second.
Voting for what? What's she gonna give you? What has she said?
I understand, bro. I understand what your feelings are, and what we do here is we respect everyone's opinion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so that's how y'all feel. I understand that, and people have even said that to me. Which is, you gonna vote for her just cause she black? Yes. In fact, let me put something.
And that's a very big problem.
He just spoke about having a loyalty to black women.
That's a very big problem. I'm loyal to black power. I'm not loyal to black faces.
You said it out your mouth.
You don't give me no black bourgeoisie. Negro. I'm loyal to. I want black power. I want black power. I don't need black people. I want black power. I want black power. I don't need no tokenism, brother. I don't need no tokenism.
You said it.
You believe in tokenism. You believe in empty symbols, brother. I want substance, not symbols. Substance, not symbols.
Okay, all right. So what we're doing here, though, guys, listen, guys, you don't understand what we're doing on this show. On this show, we do conversation and interview. A real argument, an intellectual argument, is not going back and forth. Yes, you did. No, it didn't. Yes, you did. No, it didn't. If the idea doesn't grow as you talk it, we're just going back and forth. We don't need to do that. We don't have that kind of time. Okay, so everyone has their opinion, and you're welcome to it. And I'm giving mine as well. I voted for Obama, called he black, and I'm gonna vote for this woman.
That's right.
Symbols over substance. Symbols over substance.
Wait a second.
Right.
So, hey, this ain't personal, bro. But if I suddenly pull you down, it ain't personal. But I gotta finish my statement. Okay. So for me, yes, hell yeah. In fact, my guy I didn't get a chance to put on number one, Sabir Bey, comes to me with that. You telling me just cause she black, you gonna vote? Yes, people. Hell yeah, I am. I'm voting for her just cause she's black. That's enough for me right there. I think the worst thing we could do and the worst thing we could teach people is not to vote at all. I think that our only chance to go in and try to have something to say about it. We don't have nothing to say about it if we don't even participate. If we say, well, neither one of them are perfect.
Organize the vote, Baba Mike. Organize the vote.
Since neither one are for my view, since they don't agree with my view, then I'm not going to go with any of them. You have the right to do that. We all have the right to do that. But for me, because I'm not just black, I'm blackity black. So just because you black, and it's an opportunity for us to give a whole bunch of other black people an opportunity, that's enough for me. There ain't nobody out there that's perfect on either side. And I loved all the things you read that Barack did. I wish I had that list myself. Almost all of that ain't for white people. Some of that for all people. Some of it is for black people. So y'all can look at things any way you want, twist them any way you want. Whatever your opinion is, that's fine. That's why I brought everybody on to give theirs, but not to slam the other person's. That don't change the other person. The thing is, give your opinion. I give mine. We go back. We think about it. We do what we gonna do. I'm voting Kamala. Even when I can't pronounce her name, I'm voting her. Just it looked like my mama, and I got two choices.
That's right.
I don't have three choices. I don't have the choice of not voting. I'm not doing that. I don't have the choice of sitting around idly and pointing to what is right. I have to be part of the process for me. That's my own individual shit. Right. I'm not saying nobody else wrong to do it a different way. I'm not saying that. And no disrespect to you, Brother Umar. I hope you're still with us. And I'm bringing you back up in a minute. I see your hand straight. I'm bringing you back up in a moment. But the only reason I took you down is because you talk over me to get your point in. And I ain't doing that. I just want to get my point. I want you to say your point. I want everybody to get their point. And Tommy still going to get his question in to you, Umar. So don't you go nowhere. Okay. So back to my point. My point is very simple. I think we all need to get to vote. I think we all need to save this country. I think they let a maniac come in here who's a grifter and a hustler and a pimp, and all he did is trick everybody. Come into a community where he say, I'm coming into politics, and the first thing we're gonna do is get rid of politicians. That's we going to the swimming pool. First thing we're gonna do is get rid of all the swimmers. That's he showed us who he was before he got there. Y'all brought him in anyway. He shitted all of us for 4 years, and half the country is voting to bring him back. We need to vote the other way, not because of Kamala, not because of white, black, because of decency.
That's
right. Voting for her, I'm voting for another opportunity instead of having a maniac and a fool who's going to put us in a war within weeks. A guy who's going to have a button that he can push the button and blow up the world. And this guy thinks that the Haitians are dogs and cats in Ohio. And the sad thing is he don't even think that. All he needs to do is have a ridiculous ideal, and he'll forward it until y'all go along with it. So I'm in a position where I have three choices. Don't vote at all. Vote for a guy who I know is a fool, a maniac, who hates women, he hates black people, he hates immigrants. Or I could vote for a woman who's trying. At least she don't know everything. She ain't getting it right. She ain't perfect. Plus, she just found out 6 weeks ago that she's running for president. How you going to have ready and in order when you just found it out? When they had Barack, that's like, he ain't gonna be president. He don't have enough experience to be president. That's a ridiculous statement that people say to shut you down. No one has experience as president until you're the damn president. So
that's right.
Always throw goofy stuff to throw you off. All these are distractions, man. Keep your eye on the ball. We need to get our country back towards the direction of democracy as opposed to the direction of dictatorship. Okay, now I'm about to let Umar. I hope Umar didn't leave. I'm gonna let him back in. But if I had him on now, you wouldn't hear nothing. I say, I'm gonna bring him back. Umar, don't come in here shouting at me. Come on, say what you got to say, but do it in 2 minutes or less, because I got one more question for you just waiting. Hey, Katie. Oh, wait. And before I even bring him, I have to let Straya, who's waving wildly. What do you want to say, Straya? Straya?
I want to talk to him, not you, boss.
Oh, where'd he go? Wait a minute.
Katie, say what you gonna say.
Yeah, where you at?
He's not here. That's why I came.
He left. Oh, man.
He just left right when I came on.
Wait a minute. So I gotta write him and say, so you leave if we don't let you talk over us?
No, I don't think that. I just want to say this. I just want to say this to everybody on the panel. I think that the reason, everybody is passionate and everybody, Tommy didn't get to say what he wanted to say. I think everybody was passionate, had great things to say. I really think with young people, they want to see the process. And that's why a lot of things get all over the place. A lot of young people, they want to see the process, where in the past, people didn't talk about the process. The process was done, and then we saw the results. It's now where a lot of young people have resources to go find information. It doesn't mean all the time that it's real. It doesn't mean that it's credible. It's just that they are able to get different resources and different information. With different information, you have different opinions. And when you passionate, sometimes it go crazy when you talk about religion, politics, and all of that good stuff. But the question that I had to him, what does Pan-Africanism look like in the future? That's all. What does it look like in the future? What does, his Pan-Africanism, what does it look like in the future? I think everybody had really great points.
All right. No, I think everybody had great points. I just don't agree with everybody. But if I don't agree with you, I still think you have a right for me to hear all of what you're saying. It'll give me a better chance to know, what to do. So, Tommy, I am so sorry, sir, that you didn't have an opportunity to get your question in, because he took off. I wrote him. He took off, and I wrote him. I said, what up, bro? You left just because I won't let you talk over me? No, that's all I did is pull him down so I could talk. So anyway, we passed that point.